Today's lesson is about the triangle sum theorem. The triangle sum theorem says that the sum of all angles in a triangle adds to 180 degrees. Looking at the triangle we've been given for number 1, we can see we have an angle that's 88 degrees, an angle that's 24 degrees, and an angle that we don't know. So using the triangle sum theorem, we know we can add what we have, 24 plus 88 plus x, and we know it's going to add up to 180. So first thing we want to do is combine our like terms. So that gives us 112 plus x equals 180. Solve for x, minus 112 on both sides. X equals 68. So that means x is 68 degrees. Using the same rule for number 2, we know that it adds up to 180, but we have one angle that has a little box in it, and we don't have an actual angle measure there, but remember that little box means that it is 90 degrees. So we have 60 plus 90 plus x equals 180. Combine our like terms. 150 plus x equals 180. Minus 150 on both sides. X equals 30. This one's a little tougher because we have more than one x in our triangle, but yet again, all of our angles still add up to 180. So x plus 2x plus x minus 16 equals 180 degrees. So we want to combine our like terms. X plus 2x plus x is 4x minus 16 equals 180. Add the 16 to both sides. So 4x equals 196. And then we want to divide by 4 on both sides. So x is going to equal 49. All right, here on number 4, I want you to pause the video and try this problem. And then after you finish it, hit play and see how you did. Remember, everything in a triangle adds up to 180 degrees. All right, so if you check your work here, you see that I added up all the angles inside the triangle, combined my like terms, and then solved for x and got 25. Okay, here on number 5, it's a little bit more complicated because what we have to do first is we have to notice that we have straight lines, and straight lines are 180 degrees. So we have to use that to find the angle on the inside. So we want to do 180 minus 144 to get that our internal angle here is 36. Same thing down here on the side, 180 degrees because it's a straight line, minus the 72 we already have, gives us 108. So now we have the angles inside our triangle. So 36 plus 108 plus x equals 180. We combine our like terms. We get 144 plus x equals 180 minus 144 on both sides. So x is going to equal 36. All right, on this one, we want to use the same thoughts and process as we did on the previous one. You want to start with what you know to solve for the question mark. So we have 35 degrees down on the bottom. And remember, these are vertical angles, these that I'm writing here in blue. So that means this is also 35 degrees because vertical angles are congruent. So we have 2 of the 3 angles in the triangle. So we can solve for that top angle. So I'm going to call it x since we don't have an x here. So 100 plus 35 plus x equals 180. So 135 plus x equals 180 minus 135. So x equals 45. So that means that this angle right here is 45 degrees. And now this is a straight line. So we need to do 180 minus 45, and that'll give us 135, and that is our question mark, 135 degrees. Okay, this is our last one, and it does have a lot of pieces to it. So what you want to look at is where can we start first? What is the first letter we can solve for? And if you look at the triangle on the left, you have 2 of the 3 angles. You have 42, 85, and W. So we can use that to solve for W. So we can say 42 plus 85 plus W equals 180. Combine our like terms, and we get 127 plus W equals 180, minus 127 on both sides. W equals 53. So W is 53 degrees. And remember, if W is 53 degrees, this one right here, then the angle across the vertical angle is also 53 degrees. And now that we have W, we can solve for X because they form a straight line. And remember, a straight line is 180 degrees. So we can do 180 minus 53, and that's going to give us X, which is 127. So 127 degrees for X. And so now we can find Y because we have the other two angles in that triangle. So I've got 53 plus 88 plus Y equals 180. Combine our like terms. 53 and 88 is 141 plus Y equals 180 minus 141 on both sides. Y is going to equal 39 degrees. All right, hopefully this makes sense to you. You are going to be doing some practice with these same skills. So make sure that you are practicing and asking questions if you have them. Have a good day, guys.